Or you'll look outside and you may see a bit of a haze in the air as smoke particulates roll in from the west, visiting the south as wildfires continue to rage across the Pacific Northwest. A pretty lookout right now, but it is scorching hot as the steam machine is alive and well. But the cold front moves through tonight, and that will open the door for some winds that are well above our head to push some of that smoke particulate matter in our direction. In fact, right now you can see that those wildfires still ablaze across portions of the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and even Montana dealing with wildfires at this hour. Then you have the Canadian action just across the way in the border. But it looks like some of that smoke is going to hop a terrain about 18,000 miles above our head. And once again, it may be visible during sunrise tomorrow, but certainly as the sun goes down tomorrow night, I think you'll be able to see it. The other question is, will there be impacts to the air quality? For those of you who are sensitive, maybe if you have respiratory or heart issues, also the young and the elderly, you may want to spend more time inside than outside, just to err on the side of caution. We are tracking storms tonight. There's a threat up to our north. I'll be on at 10, taking you through it all. Tyler, Christine.
All right, Jonathan, thanks so much. A new route connecting the U.S. and Canada opens up despite some tension from international politics. The Gordie Howe International Bridge officially opened to cars, trucks, and other vehicles Monday. The 6-lane bridge stretches 1.5 miles. It was built by Canada, costing $6.4 billion to construct. It connects Detroit to Windsor, Ontario. Experts say it's a less expensive option for travelers than the privately owned Ambassador Bridge.
I would describe today as a day of relief because this has been a long time coming, from when the agreement was first signed through all the hoops and hurdles that we've gone through in order to get this bridge finally built, and then the most recent delays. I think everyone in this region is just relieved that it is finally happening.
Canada celebrated the bridge's opening last week, but denied any U.S. representatives from attending after President Trump announced 50% tariffs on Canadian goods entering America. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, the U.S. is Canada's biggest trade partner, with more than 70% of the country's exports coming to America. The U.S. and Canada have agreed to share toll revenue for at least 15 years.
And next at 6, one former Georgia Bulldog just became the highest paid at his position in the NFL. The man, the myth, the legend, DJ Shockley has the details next in Fox 5 Sports.
Well, if you're one of those fans that's itching for football season to begin, well, as of today, every team in the National Football League has reported for a training camp, including the Atlanta Falcons. You see Drake London there starting to come in. And the rookies for the Falcons have already been at Flowery Branch the last few days. But today, the vets made their way to the facility to get ready for this 2026 season. Now, there's tons of optimism for this team heading into the season when you look up and down this roster. But putting it all together starts over the next month during training camp. Our Alexa Bowden was at the branch today and has more on the Falcons' return.
I hate waiting, bro. I hate waiting. You know, we do a lot of training, no pads. I'm excited to put the pads back on, man, get it booming.
Well, wait no longer. The Dirty Birds have descended down into Flowery Branch with the veterans arriving for training camp on Tuesday morning.
The energy in the room is going to be different. You know, I feel like I have a bigger role coming into this year 3 now, and I feel like, you know, I got to put on tape every day.
There's a mix of guys like defensive tackle Brandon Dorlus, who may now officially consider themselves a veteran well past their rookie year. And then you have players who are on their second stint with the Falcons, such as tight end Austin Hooper, or players that are entering double digits in the NFL, like new kicker Nick Folk.
Always excitement. I tell everyone that there's nothing like playing on Sundays. You know, being in front of people, being in front of your fans and playing, there's nothing like it. So training camp just the start of that, and I'm just excited to kind of get rolling. Speaking of new, an entirely new culture and regime under head coach Kevin Stefanski. I asked players, what's the biggest difference walking into this year's training camp?
I don't know yet. See, I don't know. See, I'm excited for, you know, I can't wait. Well, OT with Stefanski was really fun. You know, we got the same guys on defense. You know, we got Nate, Drake, you know, those are my guys that I work with. I like Coach Stefanski and the new guys he brought in, you know, great staff, and can't wait to see what they got on offense.
I really enjoy Kevin. I enjoy, obviously, Craig, playing with him for a year, and then Chase Nolan. I played against Chase for a long time. I think it's a good, cohesive group, and hopefully we can kind of all gel together and, enjoy it.
The one thing these veterans are sure of, the essentials you need at training camp.
A mattress topper, my memory foam pillow. You got to bring a toothbrush for sure. A nice comfy blanket.
And rookies reported a few days ago this group getting ready for that first training practice tomorrow morning. Now there will be 10 open training practices to the general public, with that first one scheduled for this Friday. In Flowery Branch, Lexi Bowden, Fox 5 Sports.
All right, thanks, Lexi. Well, the Eagles today made former Bulldog Jalen Carter the richest defensive tackle in NFL history in both guaranteed money and average annual value. Now, the deal is for 4 years, $152 million, worth up to $160 million, with 106 fully guaranteed. Now, Carter will earn an average annual value of $38 million per year. Carter has been selected to each of the past 2 Pro Bowls. He has 13.5 sacks, 37 QB hits, and 108 tackles in his first 3 seasons with the Eagles. Carter is now under contract through the 2031 season. And after a disappointing loss last night, where the Braves lost 14-3, I'm sure they were chomping at the bit to get back on the diamond and avenge that loss, but they will have to wait one more day. Tonight's game with the Mets has been postponed amid a forecast of heavy rain. So the 2 teams will play a doubleheader tomorrow. Start time will be 1:10 for game 1, and the Braves will look to get back to their winning ways against the NL East 4. But manager Walt White spoke on the team's struggle after last night's game.
Yeah, look, I mean, we were back-to-back extra inning games. We were in the middle of 17 in a row. We just couldn't push the issue tonight. You know, we couldn't chase anything, even in the tie game. We couldn't afford to chase that with our leverage guys. So it's just, you know, it's where we're at today. As we sit here today, that's where we're at.
All right, so that first game, Tyler, we talked about will be at 1:10. Then the second game will be at 7:10. So hopefully they can get a win and come back here. And then tomorrow, Falcons begin practice. First practice is in the morning. So we'll see what happens. We'll get to hear from Bijan Robinson and Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, football season around the corner. We know
here.
the Falcon Station is going to have everyone covered.
No doubt.
DJ, thanks so much. And that's going to do it for us for Fox 5 News at 6. You can stay connected to us around the clock. We'll be back at 10 for the news at 10 and News Edge at 11. The Pulse is next.
Hello and welcome into The Pulse. I'm Christine Spiro.
And I'm Ariel Onstad, joined by PR and branding expert, host and writer, Crystal Jordan. Crystal, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys know the drill. We go beyond the headlines at 7 o'clock and take a look at the stories that have you talking. Tonight, people debate whether it's better to see a musical in person or on the big screen.